Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. Welcome to this week's Commitments of Traders review. Today we're going to have a look at the 44th report of this year, and as usual we're going to start off with the changes in commercials positions. Here we go. As you can see, we have this Swiss franc on top of our list with a 27% change in commercials positions. Huge change. We are talking about a currency, and as you have been following these reviews, then you might know these changes, 27% changes, are definitely considered huge changes amongst currencies. So this is a bullish COT change signal coming after prices declining. This means maybe the early next week prices will react and stop their decline, possibly rally a little bit. But jumping to the 5 years chart, we can see that also the extreme is becoming very, very bullish. So not only do we have a bullish COT change signal, but also the extreme is becoming very, very bullish, as you may see. So these are previous bullish extremes, and you may see how well they coincide with bottoms. Okay, so pretty effective signals in the past, and we can of course expect the Swiss franc to bottom out again. Maybe not this week. Maybe we need to wait a couple more weeks. The extreme can even widen to even greater levels. One thing's for sure, the extreme, the stress level in this market is building up. Okay, our next market is the 5-year note, where we have a 24% change in commercials positions, which is over here larger than average, but nothing too unusual. But I don't know if you've seen this all-time signal over here. So let's jump over to the 5 years chart and see what this all-time extreme means. So this is an all-time bullish COT extreme signal, and we have prices on this 5 years chart. You can see how low they are, how low price is in the 5-year note. So definitely a wonderful signal, and similarly to the Swiss franc, the change signal is also bullish. Maybe not as significant as in the Swiss franc, but still supports the uptrend. So that's that. Our next market is the Chicago wheat with a 21% change in commercials positions. You can see that change over here, and you may see that in the past couple of weeks. This can be considered the largest change. We have seen major changes in the past. It's definitely one of the largest changes. The only problem is that you may see on Thursday prices have already gone much higher, so maybe the signal came a little bit late. It could be difficult to enter based on that. But jumping to the 5 years chart, we can see how extreme this market is. Here we go. You can see that we're definitely closer to bullish extreme levels. You may see that the last major bullish extreme was actually back over here this year, actually a couple of months ago. And that was actually a pretty effective signal. You can see how well the price of wheat reacted to that. And after that, it just the report changed, and we got a pretty significant bearish extreme, which coincided with this top. And now we're again moving towards bullish extreme levels. I'd be cautious taking this signal right away. You may see that there is space left for prices to go down to even lower support levels, and maybe while price goes down, the extreme will widen and stress levels build up again, and then you have a more obvious situation. Okay, let's move on and have a look at large speculators COT extreme. We talked about the 5-year note, and natural gas, we have only a 61 report extreme. So let's jump over to small speculators COT extreme, and you can find the 10-year note on top of a list with a 606 report extreme, and you can see that over here. So this is a pretty decent bullish COT extreme signal from small speculators. Commercials and large speculators are not that bullish actually, so it's only small speculators. But because of the correlation between these markets, and we talked about 5-year note, where we have an all-time COT extreme, not only in commercials but also in large speculators, that fact on its own is supporting higher prices here as well. Live cattle with a 282 report extreme in small speculators is our next market, and you can see that over here. this is of course a in this case can be considered a bearish signal, because as you may see, the small speculators are correlating with commercials, and we talked about this fact many times earlier, that in these markets sometimes commercials just aren't as big enough to meet criteria to become a commercial participant. They hedge their positions with the relatively small positions in futures markets. That's why they are considered small speculators. But if you look at the chart, they more or less correlate with the commercials. So in this case, this can be considered more of a bearish extreme. And you can see commercials also being pretty bearish about the market. So I'd say together with commercials and large speculators, the picture is definitely more bearish. But because of the dynamics of last week, of course, caution is advised, and we may see even higher prices coming in the next couple of weeks. And with that, we may see a bit of rise in stress levels as well. A 5-year note, we're going to jump over that, and let's have a look at coffee, where we have a 63 report extreme. Nothing too unusual, but hey, let's have a look at the market. Here we go. So here we have a bullish COT extreme. No question about that. So commercials are definitely closer to their bullish. Same with large speculators. And here, well, you may ask whether small speculators are more commercial participants or actually speculators. I'd say it's I would say that generally in softs, small speculators are small speculators. They're speculators and not commercial. So interestingly here, this would support a bearish move. So in this case, not all traders are pointing in the same direction. Okay, that is going to be all for this review. Don't forget, you can look at other COT charts on our COT charts page, and a more in-depth and detailed COT analysis can be viewed on our COT analysis page. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Goodbye.